Right, if I pushed all the buttons and connected all the bits and pieces, I think we should be live. I am here. I'm Mark. I run Rugby Channel 2 Cents Rugby. That's me. This is Gazza.
G'day team.
It's my dad. And that's Dawn.
Hi everybody.
It's my mum. We're watching some Super Rugby. First game of the season.
Yay.
Yay, exciting.
Excited? Crusaders, Hurricanes.
It's going to be close.
Close. A lot of injuries.
A lot of injuries for both teams. Yep.
A few players out.
Ooh, good players on the field though.
That's
A lot of good players on the field. Got a prediction?
I think I tipped the Crusaders 1-12.
Home team, they should have a bit of an advantage, shouldn't they?
Yeah. Yes or no?
Douglas says, good morning from the Northern Hemisphere. Thud Rays says, evening all, Crusaders by 9. I've never actually read your username out loud. Mark Kiwi says, g'day from the USA. John Landman says, watching along from a freezing Surrey in the UK. It is not freezing here.
No, it's very warm.
It's
here.
warm. Definitely on the warm side. Time for a cold beer. War Thunder with Kiwi says, let's go Crusaders. Elaran, who is undoubtedly out in the west of Australia, says, hi 2 Cents family. How's it going, mate? Kiwi Rob says, who is your pick for the 2025 title, Gazza and 2 Cents? Who's going to win Super Rugby? You were saying the Chiefs earlier, weren't you?
Could be the Chiefs here.
Could be the Chiefs. Mum, have you got a pick?
Well,
You going to go Blues?
of course I'm going to go Blues.
And you're not doing it ironically this year.
No, I mean they've got a good chance.
We do actually have a good chance.
Yes.
Potentially. Yes. I'll also say the Blues because why not? Back to back. We've only got to go back to back 6 more times to catch what the Crusaders did.
Yeah, we can do it.
Hi Gazza and Dawn, great to see you back on the couch. I think they're happy to be here.
Nice to be back.
You've been
Absolutely.
fed.
We have been fed.
You've been given cups of tea.
We have.
You've been given
Well-
fruit.
Well looked after.
I think so.
I definitely think so.
So, am I doing fantasy? Yeah, we got a pool. I didn't link the pool here, but it's called 2CGD. 2 Cents Gets Distracted. It's me and Tony. We are doing the fantasy pool this time.
Look out for Will Jordan. Oh! Nick Berry.
Berry is the ref.
One of my favourite not referees. I love it.
You're not a big fan?
No, he's okay. He did the final with the Blues and the Chiefs.
They must be a good ref then,
Must
surely.
be pretty good.
Elron says Crusaders by 1. Fence sitting to the max. Yeah. Yeah. What can I say? It's hard to know early season.
60-40, well, I think it more or more will be like 52-48.
Peter over in South Africa says Hurricanes by 9. We've just had kickoff, by the way. If you're following along, my game clock is at 10 seconds now. If you want to line up your stream to what we're watching over here. Hurricanes have some ball in Crusaders territory to start the game with. The Hurricanes in their away kit. Why they're not in yellow up against the red team
Doesn't make sense.
can only be for sponsorship reasons. The Hurricanes often have 2 different sponsors. One on their home jersey, one on their away jersey. So they're, I think, contractually obligated to play a certain amount. They've just knocked it on. A whole lot. It's knocked it on. They're obligated to play, I'm assuming, a certain amount of games in each jersey.
Yeah.
But what annoys me is when they do it when it's actually, it kind of creates a bit of a clash. Like if they'd worn the yellow, it wouldn't clash at all, but they wear the black and it doesn't, like it's against a dark blue or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is not a clash,
Not a
thankfully.
clash at all.
Hurricanes got to earn a penalty and they're going to opt for touch. It's very Super Rugby, isn't it? There's a good crowd there. It's not the biggest stadium in the world, but there's a lot of bums on the seats, isn't there? I've got a few of these players in my fantasy team. Will Jordan, we need him to score. Who are you guys all picking for the Super Rugby title anyway? Can anybody see an Aussie team getting it done?
No, I don't think. Well, no, not this year.
Not this year?
Another penalty.
They got 3 teams that could make the final 6, but I think it'll only be 2. But you never know. New South Wales have got a whole lot of wallabies from the Rebels.
That's true. I forgot to set up the score. Boop, boop, boop. There we go.
Who's going to be the new Aussie coach?
That's a good question.
Penalty.
Penalised again, the Crusaders. They always give away a lot of penalties. Ethan Blackadder. They're gonna go for the kick.
Yeah, too far. Not enough.
How do you like Harvey as captain?
It's interesting.
Mixed.
Yeah. I don't know that he would have been my pick, but he's got the faith of the coach, obviously. No.
Yeah, they can go for the kick again.
No, they're going for 7.
Yeah.
Not a bad crowd first game.
I think so. Seeing as it's still bloody summer. Oh, that's too far.
Not a bad crowd. Good crowd, really.
Too far. Not enough. Why can't I get my mouse wheel going? Come here. Oh. Back. Back. Oh, a little bit. I can't even watch the game. There we go. Ah, too far.
Oh gosh, they're getting pushed right back.
Oh, they're getting pushed back, all right.
Right. With 3 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock, Hurricanes have got the ball. And another advantage.
Gosh.
Crusaders are going to be getting a warning soon.
They will be. Oh, look out.
I think this is that warning, or is it the card? It's straight to the pocket.
Dear.
Don't tell me it's Scotty Barrett.
Yep.
He's in my fantasy team. No! You're costing me points. You're the captain. I am hope my butt. Yeah, bloody Scott Barrett. Other rounds picking the Chiefs. Thursday's taking the Blues Chief final. Same as last year. Blues take out the comp from a Kane supporter, says Warren. Blues going back to back, says Peter.
Yeah, mate's in the bin.
Gatland
always
for
gets-
Australia.
Penalised.
Eh?
He always gets a lot of penalties.
Guys, what do you think about Gatland to take over the Wallabies?
Nah. No Gatland for the Wallabies.
Why would they want to?
Why would they want to?
I get the feeling the person said it as a bit of a joke.
Yes, gotta be.
They'll either pick an Australian coach or a overseas coach.
Gatland's an overseas coach.
Yes.
There's a long way to go yet.
The holo has been taken around the neck. No. Havili, you're in my fantasy team as well, I think. Bonkersly. Bloody hell. They're going through some phases. Roygaard's been taken high as well. Maybe a little bit. Going backwards. Stephen Larkham for Aussie coach, says Glenn. That might be a good shout. He'll be certainly in the conversation.
Yeah.
He'll be on the short list.
Short list. Is he ready? Well, don't know. I think they need somebody like Vern Cotter.
He's coaching the Blues.
Yeah, can't have him.
Well, he's in the
Try.
conversation. He's in the conversation. Or Ronan O'Gara.
Not Burn.
Try
that's
time.
not.
Who got the try?
Jacob Debry, reserve. He's there normally the reserve hooker.
He is definitely not in my fantasy team. Time to reactivate my Stan Sports, says Chili. There you go. I already had my Sky New Zealand account going from last year.
They're talking about Michael Cheika, but do you really want to go back?
Don't think so.
No,
Do you really want to go back?
they don't think
He's a good coach, but do you want to go back?
Rog would be the best for Australia. Ronan O'Gara, yeah, maybe. He's innovative for sure. He's fiery. He'd be fun in the press conferences.
Would he be too fiery for Australia?
Maybe they need fiery Irishman instead of too many Kiwis.
He's a good coach. Come on, Hayden.
I like that. I don't know why rugby players give so many players a license to impede until they get a warning. Yeah, straight to the card. No mucking around.
They got 3 warnings.
3 penalties anyway. I had to work for it though.
They certainly did.
It's been pretty good defence.
Hollywood man, how's it going? Regards distribution is key here. He looks awesome. He's a good player, isn't he? Yellow card 3 minutes in, Ben. I know, too many penalties. Back to back to back. Ref. Straight to the card. As long as he's
he might have
consistent.
given him another warning.
As long as he's consistent. If the Hurricanes do it, he needs to go straight to the pocket for them as well.
Yeah.
I don't mind it if it's like that. Paul is saying good morning from the England-Scotland border. What's the weather like on the England-Scotland border?
I think it'll be a bit chilly.
Bit chilly, yeah.
Oh, Holtham's here already.
Bloody hell. 2 Cents Rugby Evening. Cents family, this feels so alien watching a live stream on a Thursday night. Yeah, I forgot you're still in Thursday territory.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
It is definitely Friday evening over here. That's in the Americas where it's still Thursday. Europe's already over and South Africa's in Friday morning. But yeah, some parts of the world it's still Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
Minus 29 degrees
Oh
where
my
Hollywood is in
goodness.
Canada. Goodness gracious me.
That is
That's
definitely chilly.
that's rather brisk.
Mm.
What is the temperature here right now? It's well, it's similar. Yours is minus 29. We're 22, so we're both in the 20s. Although we're kind of in the positive territory.
I think we average about 24 in the summer.
Yeah, it's pretty comfortable. Hopefully the Waratahs get off to a good start. Yeah, they need to see how well their new players gel. I'm very curious. The Waratahs are one of the big unknowns this season. New coach, a heap of new players. We'll see. But
They might take a while.
Dan McKellar is being very stern in his press conferences. Good morning from Ireland, gents, says Henry. How's it going, Henry?
He's not that fiery, really, is he, Dan McKellar? Are you?
No, he's just stern.
Yeah.
Very straight shooter. Vancouver, to be exact, guys. There you go. West coast of Canada. It is sub-zero here, soon to be -4 or -5.
Oh, golly.
Oh, Hotham is off.
Both is off. Preston's on.
So the Crusaders injury crisis
twisted his ankle.
slightly worsens. So how many players did they have out going into this one?
It was 14 or something, wasn't
14 before they went in. Now it's 15.
Bloody hell.
it? The whole team.
This guy's good. He's from Wellington. Kyle Preston.
Wouldn't it be better if this game was simply listed as Canterbury versus Wellington? I don't like the franchise names or the cartoon-like artwork, says Douglas. I know what you mean, but technically, the Hurricanes team represents more than just the city of Wellington. That's why they do it. But, I mean, there are people who live within the Blues region who don't like the Blues because they don't want to be associated with a team
Even when they win a championship.
from Auckland.
From
Like
Auckland,
Northlanders are under the same umbrella as the Blues, but Northland and Auckland, like if you try to tell a Northlander that they are kind of Aucklanders, they won't appreciate that.
Not at all.
So, yeah, sometimes the franchise thing kind of sucks. Freshman reckons the Canes are winning this comp. Well, they're 7-0 up, so they have made a good start. I'll give you that. "3 degrees, says Paul, and amazingly no rain over here in the UK. There you go. 3 degrees, you're in positive territory, you're ahead of the Canadians. No rain.
We haven't had any rain either. We'd like some.
Your water tank in your garden
It's
is
empty. That's
dried
right.
up. It's been
Yes.
collecting rain over the...
She's run out of water.
I need some more water.
There you go. You can send some of it over Mum's way.
Yes, please do.
JP, good to be back. It is good to be back, mate. I was just looking. I haven't done a live stream since the 28th of December. So this is the first live stream of the year, and you guys haven't been on a stream since November.
Oh my goodness, that's terrible.
Oh, it's a bit scrappy.
Well, Crusaders can't win a thing with their injuries, can they? Just lost their halfback.
Does Gazza wear Wellingtons, by which he means gumboots, or really, really long socks? He wears compression socks. Because otherwise his personality would just get out of control. We need to keep him compressed.
I have a very good reason for that.
From
I wear them
head
for a
to
medical
toe.
reason.
From head to toe.
head to
We need to
toe.
keep him in. Otherwise he would be all over. There'd be too much Gazza to go around.
Gazamania.
Exactly right. That's a forward pass. We are almost 9 minutes in. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody, says Rian. What did you do for your lovely wife, Rian? On Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
What did you do for your lovely wife on Valentine's Day?
Nothing. We save it for next week. It's our anniversary next week.
Oh, there you go.
Kivo week.
Oh, well, that too.
30 degrees and thunderstorms here in Sydney today. Well, you must be getting a bit of rain, Glenn. We could use a little bit.
This young guy for the Crusaders is good. He's from Wellington.
Happy Singles Awareness Day. I never thought of it like that, Matthew. To be fair, my wife and I don't really do much for Valentine's Day either, so
You don't do it. It's too commercial.
it just seems, yeah. It's a good one for the florists.
Yeah. What they were saying, $40 for a single rose?
How much?
Some ridiculous amount.
That's $100 for 5? I don't think so.
It's crazy.
I would, well, Judy would much rather have a plant
Yes, definitely.
that she could put in the ground rather
Yep.
than
Yep.
some chopped up flowers.
Definitely.
It's her birthday today, says Rian. Goodness me, double pressure. You've
Oh
got
my goodness.
Happy
got-
birthday.
you've got birthday and Valentine's Day
Day.
pressure.
That's 2 presents.
We're off to a theme park to ride roller coasters.
Oh, sounds like fun.
You might be trying to secretly... No. I won't go there. That's a good one, Rian. Taking a day off work, I assume. It's a work day.
Scott Barrett must have just about served his 10.
Yeah, he's got 2.5 minutes left on his yellow, and the Crusaders actually have the ball. They haven't had much of it thus far. Sorry for asking too personal a question, Gazza, but hey, sooner or later, your Gazzamania will shine through. The Gazzamania always shines through, no matter how much we try to contain it.
Yeah, it certainly does.
Go,
Oh, look
Fihaki.
out. Look out. They've only got 14 men on the field too. Oh, they got a penalty.
Dear, dear, dear.
Hollywood wants to know which anniversary you guys up to.
Next week, 49.
49.
49 years. Goodness gracious me.
Chemo next week.
Just to celebrate your
Yeah,
anniversary.
that's the one.
Have some chemotherapy.
Yep.
Yeah. Blood tests have been good.
Grace says hopefully all can get some rain. It's so dry. It has been very
It's
dry.
very dry.
And the nurses love me.
Everybody loves Gazzamania.
Everybody loves Gazamania.
Mm-hmm.
Connor says congrats on 49 years.
Thank
Did
you.
this game start at 5 o'clock local time? No.
7.
7:05 in the evening, which seems to be the standard kickoff these days. I think it's just late enough to get Kiwis out there, and it is just
Scott Barrett's back.
just early enough for people in the UK and other parts of Europe to be getting up, and South Africa too. All the kind of same similar time zone. Karifi is the bomb over the ball. We got a lot of good loosies.
How do you rate Cullen Grace? One test All Black.
Yeah, he's all right. He doesn't. I don't know if he's got a.
Did you think he played well last year?
Oh, I can't even remember. How did he go last year?
Went all right.
Okay. Did he miss any games injured, or was it the year before?
Sorry?
Did he miss any games injured?
God, was it back in 22? Or was it?
Remember he had one long layoff with injury.
Yeah. He's had a few injuries, eh?
Yeah.
He's a bit like Ethan Blackadder. He's been a bit injury prone.
Yeah.
Oh, look out.
Gee, nearly got through.
This might be the worst Crusaders playing strip in their history. They've had better. That's for sure. Here we go. Oh, bloody hell. That was close to an intercept
Yeah.
for Will Jordan. But the Hurricanes are still hot on attack in the Crusaders 22. Scotty Barrett's making some tackles to make me back some points in fantasy. Why did I pick that guy?
Oh, look out.
He's a nightmare
he's
discipline-wise.
a
Try time. It's a
He's a
double
try.
for the hooker.
Wow.
Oh, Devery gets a second. Bloody hell. The Hurricanes are on fire.
Dawn could have scored that.
You reckon? Glenn wants to know, what do you think about the fact that Scott Barrett's the captain for the All Blacks but not captain for the Crusaders?
I think that's a fair decision.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he looked that happy with the All Black captaincy last year.
No.
I saw him at the press conferences. He was always pretty...
Yeah. I don't think it's unheard of. Like Michael Hooper did that with the Waratahs. He stopped being captain of the Waratahs,
Yeah.
I think, but was still captain
Who's that?
of Michael Hooper.
Oh, yeah.
But he was still captain of the Wallabies, I seem to remember.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just too much,
Too
just
much
to
pressure.
do, especially when your team's getting beaten. Great live stream, Gazza. You're a king amongst men, says Johnny.
Am I?
You're going to be inflating this guy's ego. Goodness me. He'll be around here every
Man, I
week.
get a smile on head if I'm not
You
careful.
won't be able to go out the door, will you?
Does Gazza think Gatlin should have stayed on as coach until after the Six Nations? Rarely does a coach leave in the middle of the tournament.
Yeah, even if they... how do I put it? Even if they wanted to get rid of him for a farewell, right? They brought this other guy, Max Sheridan, which from Cardiff, who I don't know much about, but I've had a look at him. They could have probably kept them on a consultancy role until the end of the Six Nations.
I guess they just wanted a clean break
It sounds like he wanted to
to
leave
go.
anyway.
Yeah, I think he had enough. He didn't see.
I feel sorry for him.
I don't think he saw any wins coming from the next 3 games.
No.
Feel sorry for him?
I mean, he wanted to go back. He kind of, I think, at least partially knew what he was getting into, but it was a deeper hole than he thought. Lots of love, Gazamania, says Grace. And Matthew says, we are secretly only here for the Gazamania. Love you too, Mark, but yeah. I understand.
I'll have to call you Markamania.
There we go.
Oh, they're on a warning for something. I don't know what they've done.
There you go. Crusaders fans will be livid because the Canes get a warning, whereas the Crusaders went straight to a card, but the penalty count's only 4-2,
Yeah,
so
so that
a
was
warning
the
after
third.
2 penalties is pretty
Yeah.
quick.
It was their third penalty that they
That's
got
it.
the yellow card, wasn't it?
Good luck, says Gazza, says Philip Dawson. The kickoff times suck in Auckland. A few more daytime games and I could take my kid would be nice, Pascal. Yes, I agree with you. Tomorrow's game is on at 7:05. So,
Oh, look out.
oh, Reese has just scored, has he?
Might
Has
have
he held up? Oh, that was close from the Crusaders. Jeepers. Almua went close, and then Reese. And there was a bit of handbags.
Yep.
Only game 1 of the season, boys. But, yeah, I don't think I want to take my son to many when it's a 7 o'clock kickoff because that means we're not getting home. You know, we're not leaving the
it's still
ground.
going.
Not leaving the ground until 9. And then we're not going to get home until walk back to the car, drive home, traffic, maybe 10.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
then get him,
Oh no, they held him up all right.
Yeah.
get him ready for bed and stuff. So
The hollow.
yeah, I'll take him to whatever the afternoon game is. But
You going to take Garrett to any games or maybe?
I think they'll have at least one afternoon game. I'll take him
Yeah,
to that
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Martin says,
Oh,
"What
look
a
out.
oh,
Here
here
we
we
go,
go.
here we go.
Oh,
Here's
try
a
time.
try. Here's a try.
The replacement.
What's his name?
What's his name?
Called Kyle Preston.
Preston, the reserve
He's from
halfback.
Wellington. He played in there. He's good. Gets a lot of tries.
There we go.
He's good.
Good support line. Crusaders are on the board. They spun it right. Inside ball.
Will Jordan.
Will Jordan. And then the support line from the halfback, Kyle Preston. Boom far. Try time.
Try time. Yeah.
Martin says, what a precious family. Can I say I love Pa, which is you, Pa. Pa's insights. Much love from Cape Town, South Africa. Do you have insights, do you? The Gazamania insights.
You have insight. Somebody loves your insight.
Insight. Oh, thank you.
Didn't know you had insights. They've been going over my head all these years.
Where do I get the Gazamania from? Was
I
it
have
you?
no idea.
I don't know where I got that name from.
Oh, I think one of the
One of the-
commenters,
I think so.
JP, used to say
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think so.
Tell him he would have turned the job down. Yeah, I remember that early on as well. He said it was worse than he thought. But he did make some dosh, says Mark. You are not wrong. Maybe help the Gatland retirement fund a little bit.
I think so.
Like your Blues shirt, Mark says, Gracia, this one's an oldie but a goodie. I think this was John Kerwin days Blues, so actually not the most successful Blues team.
He's not on Sky this year.
That was a
No.
while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, no JK anymore. Hey, Mr. G.
Who are you cheering for?
Who do you want to win, the Crusaders or the Hurricanes?
Which one you guys want them to win?
Generally, I don't want the Crusaders to win.
You don't really mind.
You'll go for the Hurricanes? Okay, here we go.
Hey, you've talked them out of it.
Aussie refs hate the Crusaders, particularly when we commit multiple infringements on our own line. Any update on Hoskins Satutu? Gazza, has there been any update on Hoskins Satutu?
Sorry?
Hoskins Satutu.
Injured.
For how long?
They haven't given a time frame on him. Is it the same knee he hurt the NPC?
Not sure.
I know it's his knee that's holding him up.
Yeah.
He's not playing tomorrow, so I've seen the time frames for most of the guys, but I haven't seen them for the Blues.
There you go.
About the only one I haven't seen.
Yeah. Panza says, hello Mark and family, great to see Super Rugby is back and happy my Canes have started well. Yep, started with a couple of tries. Although you guys are under a little bit of pressure now, and indeed my son, his allegiance is slowly coming right. He started off as a bloody Stormers fan, but I think I've got him fully converted to the Blues now. It helped that we won Super Rugby last year.
Definitely helped. Hello, gorgeous.
What are you doing, miss?
Came to say hello.
Are you saying hello to the people?
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you want to win, the Crusaders or the Hurricanes?
Who are you cheering for?
The Hurricanes. Who do you want to win?
Hurricane.
The Hurricanes.
She also is going for the Hurricanes.
Good job. They're leading at the moment. But the Crusaders are on a check. The Crusaders are the ones in the red. The Hurricanes in the blue.
How many All Blacks are injured currently? Oh, heaps, Alaran, heaps. I think they said, was it 16 out of 32 are playing this weekend or something from the last squad? So there's a lot unavailable.
I got ice cream.
Oh,
Now
very
double
cute.
ice cream.
Very cute.
And I got one ice cream and then a double ice cream.
Good.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, Alice. They all said hi. She said, okay. I started off as a Brumbies fan, much to my dad's dismay. There you go. Somehow, how the kids get the teams they like, I don't know. He started off with like the Stormers and the Force were the teams that he liked. And then he thought, I think the Blues were like third, but then he slowly came towards the light.
I think the name, the Stormers, had
It's a
something to do
cooler
with it.
name than Blues.
I think
If
so.
at the time he was like 4 or 5, that's a
I think
cooler
so.
name. Stormers. The Crusaders are making a bit of a comeback. They've had a lot of ball now. They've got 11 phases. They're knocking on the door of the Crusaders line. The Crusaders, Hurricanes line. They got advantage. If Scotty Barrett could get a try, that would help my fantasy because he already got yellow carded. How old is she? 6? Good call, Connor. She is indeed 6 years old. Havili, Fihaki. Oh, he's just caught. Ball spills out. Kimara. Oh, it's slow ball.
Yep,
Oh, it's
there
try
you
time.
go, Try time. Mhm.
It's going to be 14 all. Who was that? Look at that kid. What a mullet. Cullen Grace.
Colin Grace. He's a bit of an underrated forward. He's sort of,
Yeah, Pads.
he's a bit like Ethan Blackadder. He's really tough, uncompromising, but he's a bit injury prone.
That's it. Scotty Barrett got a yellow card in like 3 minutes.
But he's certainly not the, certainly not one of the worst loose forwards he got. I quite like him because he's not spectacular, but he's consistent.
Grace, Geordie Barrett's over in Ireland for the entire Super Rugby season, but then he'll be back for the All Blacks. So much like the guys who do their sabbaticals in Japan.
That's one guy you wouldn't want to tackle is Geordie Barrett.
I don't want to tackle any of them.
He's a big boy, isn't he?
He's taller than me, I think.
Yeah. Wow.
I remember Cameron Miller from Otago trying to tackle him. He knocked him out. And they had Crusaders Islanders game. Hurricanes. Islanders game. He was flat on his back. He was out.
I'll bet.
They said it was right like running into a train.
Probably not enjoyable.
Put him out for about 3
Not
weeks.
at all.
And yes, Pads, it made me regret putting him on my fantasy team immediately. It was a bad
What's he,
call.
6'5"?
I think so, yeah.
And about
He's over 100 kilos,
over 100
surely.
kg, yeah.
Pads has started with the Canes and hasn't left them. I don't know if my son will ever remember being a Stormers fan. He might do. They should become an uncle to a little girl named Lua, who's your sister's, and she's now almost 18 months. It's a crazy one, Connor. It sounds very old man of me to say, but the children grow up amazingly quickly. If you don't see a kid for a few months, the next time you see them, you'll be like, holy hell.
They change so quickly.
They change very quickly.
Go,
Oh, here we go. Hurricanes have got some much needed possession. They've spent the last 10 minutes on defence. Roygaard gets the ball going. Umaga Jensen, Walker there, where there. Come on, boys. You guys were 14-0 up.
Oh, go.
Fanongo or something. He's good player for Bay of Plenty.
Has Reese stopped beating his partner? Sever Reese is a bit of a... he's a disgrace, that guy.
Oh, Seven Reese. Can't stay out of trouble.
Shouldn't be in the All Blacks again.
You should not.
We've got heaps of good outside backs without having a guy who's had bloody 2 convictions discharged because he's a sportsman.
That's wrong.
That's
It's just so wrong.
Bull sugar, that
Yeah,
one.
it is. So
Scott
wrong.
Robinson loves him.
Should have nothing more to do with him.
Is it just me or does Scott Barrett seem to take a lot of team yellows? You might be right. I mean, he's always in there with at least a penalty or 2 conceded a game. Matthew says, the only reason why I'm a Sharks fan is because I saw them at the bottom of 2005 Super Rugby log. I get that feeling. There's a bit of an underdog thing. I used to follow the Cats from South Africa when they were still a thing because they were always the
John Plumtree.
plucky underdog. He was with the Sharks.
He's the Sharks.
But they had a guy named Andre Pretorius playing for them.
Yes, I remember him. First five.
Yeah, he wasn't the stereotypical South African first five, like a reliable goal, like a Mornay Steyn. He was the opposite.
He was quite a good player, wasn't he?
Yeah, he played for the Springboks, but he was like the crazy, stupid, like almost like the Carlos Spencer style attacking kind of rugby 10. I used to love watching him play.
He used to like to run the ball.
Yeah, even if they got hammered a lot. Panther says, I would probably tackle Geordie Barrett like I would try. Maybe I'll not be able to get him down, but it's like 50-50. I'd like to see it. If you ever get the chance, let me know. I'll come bring a camera and video it.
He's playing well for Leinster.
Yeah, he's
Geordie
been
Barrett.
playing good. Yeah, that's right.
That's a tough competition over there. Leinster should win tomorrow.
One would think. They haven't lost any games in the URC this season. Yeah, Connacht were about to sign him before he became an All Black. They made the right call, I think. I wouldn't want to tackle any of those players either, says Grace. Glad that one of my favourite players is back. You love all the Barretts. They've been good to New Zealand rugby, the Barretts.
They have. They definitely have.
A big family, big farming family. You can tell these players have had a nice off-season. Everyone looks so fit and fresh, Rian. That is true. That is the one thing that you feel a little bit for the Bok and Pumas boys at the moment is they don't get a dedicated... I know like they have allocated time off, but they don't get, hey, go have summer largely off. Go surfing and stuff, But I'm sure the Pumas and the Box guys are managing it as best they can. That's out on the full.
Dear. That was a mistake.
Andre Pretorius is doing
Pretty
a
even
podcast
so far.
now.
Very even.
Everyone's doing a podcast, Rian. Are you doing a podcast, Rian? Surely you're doing a podcast. Cats or the Cheetahs? I can't remember. The Cats were both. Like, didn't the Cats become the Cheetahs and the Lions, I think? Pads is a good defender, which is a plus, and I'm a forward. I'm 6 foot and 105 kilos, which helps. Okay. I'm about 102 kilos, but I still wouldn't want to tackle Geordie Barrett. Here we go.
Oh, look out.
Oh, man, Karefi, nice carry. The Hurricanes are playing some nice rugby. Come on, quick ball, Roygaard.
Should have passed it.
Godfrey got hit behind the advantage line slightly. Michael Jensen straightens. I don't know if he needed that offload. He was halfway through. Oh, quick ball, but it's scrappy. Will Jordan's done well to bring down the hole there.
There's a try for there.
Yeah, looked like it, didn't it?
Well, they had them gone.
Barretts wouldn't be half the players they are without those underage GAA skills. Scott Barrett would probably be pretty much the same. The other two probably learned a bit of the old aerial skills and whatnot, eh? Scott Barrett doesn't take a lot of high balls and stuff. But I love that Geordie's got that kind of connection with Ireland and now he's playing over there. It's great.
What are they going to do? Who's going to go for the kick?
They're going for goal.
Yep.
I should kick this.
Hurricanes are going to take a penalty. Did we not get that Whitelock Barrett breeding program going? Yeah, there must be. I think the Barretts have got a sister. Do they?
I don't know.
Have the Whitelocks got a sister? That would have been the ultimate rugby genes if you could have got one of the Whitelocks and one of the Barretts
Yes.
together. Surely that would be. Successful. All right, Hurricanes back in the lead with that penalty. Rihanna's off to roller coasters. All right, mate.
Oh,
Have fun. Happy birthday to your missus.
Have fun.
See you, mate.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Have I been following the cricket? Not really. I've only followed what I've seen on the TV at Tony's house after we finish recording the podcast. After we record, I usually hang around his house for a couple hours and
I've been following the cricket.
we watch cricket usually, or whatever else is on. Sometimes bloody golf.
Oh,
look out.
look out. Oh, no.
Oh, Levi Almore. No, not quite.
Oh, lucky.
Bloody loose ball. You been following the cricket? What's been going on?
Oh, Black Caps have been doing. They've been doing all right.
They've won the warm-up game.
They won 2 of their warm-up games.
It's over in Pakistan, eh?
They play Pakistan
Yeah, they play Pakistan again.
soon.
I think it's Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
Here we go. What have the Crusaders got? Here goes Will Jordan. No, not getting anywhere. Come on, somebody smash Reese. Scotty Barrett, do something sensible. Bumps off a tackler, bumps off Brad Shields. Oh, Havili bobbles it, but he regains it. Just.
Oh dear, now the Hurricanes.
The final in the tonight is the cricket. Wednesday is the start of the Champions Trophy. Okay.
Okay.
I don't really know how the cricket works anymore, but I haven't followed it for about 20 years.
They're playing basketball
Yeah,
here.
they don't know what they're
Yeah.
gonna
It's
do.
it's definitely, it feels like a first game of the season, doesn't it?
Run it.
Oh, he's gotten away.
He's not bad, this boy. He's not. Oh, nearly. Oh, the fence.
Golly.
The Hurricanes
Oh, they had the chance. Oh, that was good
almost
defence.
scored a wonder try. That was bloody credible. I think Scotty
Oh,
Barrett.
Brad Shields got a big cut.
I think did Scotty Barrett fend him when he was carrying? I don't know. Brad Shields seemed to stop after Scott Barrett fended him. If he gets another yellow, he'll be in trouble, won't he?
Oh dear.
Wow, look at that.
Don't know.
Blood there.
I watched a
And
video about the
that's
Barrett
some cut he's
family,
got.
which talked about
He's one
Zara
of their
and
co-captains.
what it was like to grow up in a big family of Bodensburg. Can't remember where I watched the show. Yeah, I know they've got a big family. What a sidestep, Warren. I know, that was beautiful. Oh, Shields has gone off with the blood, so Luck Guy's come on. Crusaders have got a line out on their own goal line. And they win it, and then they will clear. No, will they? Yes, under a bit of pressure, but they clear.
That young,
How
young
good. What is
first-
this guy's name?
what's his name? Tikara?
I'll look it up.
He's done, he's from Waikato, isn't he?
Is he?
He's from Waikato. He's been with the Crusaders for a couple of seasons now.
Fine ang fono? Fine ang
Wow, Alice.
nofo.
Look what I made.
That is
That's
beautiful.
Look what I
What's his
made,
name?
Daddy. Look what I made.
Whoa, did you make that?
Yeah.
Wow. How did you make that?
Mama helped me.
Wow. That's
beautiful.
beautiful.
I put these decorations on however I wanted to.
Do you want to show it on the camera?
Okay.
There you go. That's for Lantern Festival you made that. Beautiful. You like it?
I also got one.
Your brother also got one. Is this as good as yours, or is yours better?
I don't know. They're mostly the same.
Is
Most
it
of
right?
the same?
Except these decorations are different.
No,
There's a
no,
try.
just scored.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to check it.
Check it. There's a diving one.
Oh, they've given it.
They've given it, yep.
Which way do you think it is?
I think it's that way.
Yeah, it is. It's a lion.
It's beautiful. He did a lovely job there.
There was kind of instructions, but not really good.
Oh, quick hands from the Canes. It's beautiful. What a
You could
finish.
just do however you wanted to, but
He did the right thing.
Gets past Almore
Yep.
and he's over.
And we also have glue that doesn't really come out.
Canes do look dangerous, mate. You are right.
it's very well done.
You just have to get the. If you want the glue to come on, you just have to
Who's his brother again?
go squish it a
Give it a
bit
week.
lighter.
Waisake.
When I squished it harder,
Hey.
it
Waisake.
just didn't.
Waisake,
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
So when I did a bit more light, it came out.
Okay.
And that's how I think it worked.
Nice, fluff that.
He's missed that one. I don't actually have any halftime, Trevor. I'm still finishing off the old sponsor beer from the podcast. I don't have,
22-14. Well,
don't have trivia beer. Connor said that's gorgeous. And Glenn said,
oh, it's half time.
They said it's gorgeous.
22-14
Lovely.
at halftime. Rave says, go the Canes. They're doing well, man. They're looking real dangerous. Oh, it looks like ESPN's not doing the stats for Super Rugby. That sucks.
They need to get rid of those hell big halls. They're too old now.
Let's see. Oh, Rugby Pacific stats are still a few minutes behind. Super League has started last night in Britain, says Pete. Wigan versus Lee finished 0-0 after 80 minutes. It's the first time it's ever happened in Rugby League. Went to extra time and Lee won it with a drop goal, 1-0.
Super Rugby League or
Super League over
League.
in Britain,
yeah.
1-0.
1-0. It doesn't sound very exciting.
That doesn't sound right.
No, it does not.
I follow the NRL, but I don't follow the Super League in Britain.
Yeah.
No. You keep it, sweetie. You keep it. Where are you going to hang it?
I don't
You
know.
find somewhere in your room to hang it?
Maybe.
It's pretty cool.
It's very cool.
Do you know the character that it says on there?
No.
You better go ask your mum.
Don't fall over.
Yeah. Time for the shops. They all close. See you all soon. Good on you, mate. Got 15 minutes. Was the final Merseyside derby a couple of days ago? They played 123 games, 41 wins each, 43 draws. What are the odds of that? Eh? How can it be the final Merseyside derby? A final at Goodison Park. Are they getting rid of Goodison Park, are they? Up the necky, Naholo had a great NPC. Naholo's looked a good player for a while, to be fair. Gonna have a look at the stats in a second. Everton are getting a brand new stadium. Jeez, that's nice.
Yeah, Christchurch got a brand new stadium coming
They've been waiting for that for a long time.
They have, ever since the...
next year.
The earthquakes, that's like over a decade ago.
Was, yep.
Is it even more than that?
I
It's a
think
bloody
so.
long time.
Have you made one too?
Wow.
Very
What?
cool.
It's still half time.
Okay, who's winning?
The Hurricanes are winning 22-14.
Come and show the camera
If you want to.
if you want to.
You don't have to.
Come over.
I'm
Don't be shy.
Huh?
I need to go shower.
Okay.
He's a bit chilled, isn't he?
Position is with the Canes. Territory is ever so slightly with the Crusaders. The Hurricanes have had a lot more run meters. They've had a lot more clean breaks. Clean breaks is 7-2, which is pretty lopsided.
God, I hate to see it.
But neither side has had great defence. They've both dropped a lot of tackles. I've never,
Don't
seen,
get kids to do car ads, please.
I've never seen that ad before.
Oh, it's terrible.
Terrible.
Is it terrible, or are you guys just old and grumpy?
Probably that too.
You know,
What do kids
when you
know
have
about
so many
cars?
ads with kids and dogs and cats advertising all these ads on TV, people are going like, well, really?
Well, some people like them. I just don't like kids advertising cars.
It's probably aimed at people who have children that age.
Probably.
Whereas your children are old.
Have got children.
Mm.
Yes.
I mean, there's even a lot of people your age who think it's pretty dumb, to be honest.
I
and
don't
fair.
watch a lot of ads, to be fair. I just
Yeah, absolute madness. That
Zone
cash show that have been close to relegation. Yeah, I know. I mean, I haven't followed. Didn't they get David Moyes back? Old Everton. I don't really follow the football anymore. I only really follow the headlines about it every now and again. Gazza hasn't even said a word about the ref so far. I know. What's your ref rating?
We'll give them a break for a couple of weeks and then we'll.
Oh, you've got to do the Gazza ref rating.
We'll give them a. It's a bit.
It's part of the show.
Come on.
It's a bit early yet.
No, it's not. You got to do it. It's
Part of the show. It's your shtick.
Well, he's doing pretty well, isn't he?
So is he
There you
13?
go.
Yeah, he's probably on a 13. But, you know, let's just not rush it like, you know, picking international coaches, they don't rush. So we're going to give the referees a bit of time to have a bit of water under the bridge, and then Gazza Mania will be right into it. But, you know, first game,
You're getting soft in your old age.
no, you got to be sensible. You got to be sensible and responsible about it.
You're supposed to be grumpy in your old
You're
age.
getting soft in your old
No,
age.
no. You know, you got to be honest and fair. If you're not honest and fair, well,
I wish you could be bedtime.
Read you a bedtime story.
you know.
The Moisaya has returned. I always felt he was hard done by at Manchester United. They got rid of him too quickly. But
Let's just give them a bit more time.
that was always
Alice's
a
story.
poison chalice taken over from Alex Ferguson. Sorry about that, Laurent. But he said he thought he'd be doing all right. All right usually means 13.
Yeah, I think we should give the refs some, you know, maybe the third game, then we start judging them, see how they go. I've seen a few New Zealand refs in the Six Nations.
Yeah.
You know, they've done okay so far. Ben O'Keefe and Dolman, Williams, they seem to do better over there in the test matches than what they do locally, maybe because they don't know the players as well.
Maybe. I think O'Keefe got a bit of grief one of the games.
Yeah.
But that's normal.
Oh, somebody's getting
What do you
married.
take after the old man? I don't know, Pascal. I don't know. Oh, there's Simon Barnett. Or Barnett.
I think his daughter's getting married.
Is that right?
I don't know.
Maybe he's just the MC for the radio station doing it. There you go. Happy couple getting married on the pitch.
At the rugby.
At the rugby. What a way to get married. Never seen that before.
Probably been arranged for a while.
Yeah, probably. There'll be a radio station promo. Skinny Kieran Reid is so weird, Illumi. You're not wrong. He looks
Looks like he's lost a lot of weight.
a lot older. But just because he's just so gaunt. Kieran Reid used to be a monster of a man. He is, how old?
Israel Dag. Is he going to replace John Cuban on my list? Look at him. He's getting all excited about the TAB. Oh, Israel.
They're paying his bills. He looks like Voldemort with a nose. Yeah. Kieran Reid just looks different. Different is not necessarily
Lost
bad.
a lot of weight, eh?
Oh, yeah. A lot less time at the gym, I think.
And so is Richie McCaw.
Yeah. Are you happy with the Canes as winning as a Blues fan, Kahu? Yeah, for sure. I'm happy if the Canes win this one. Are you supposed to be showering?
I just need to go to school.
Okay. A few Canes fans down there. Is that a real wedding or like a radio show thing? I guess it's a real wedding. Yeah, it looks like there's two families there clapping. But definitely associated with a radio promo.
Yeah, Simon Barnett lost his wife not so long ago, eh?
Did he?
Yeah,
Was she ill?
probably about 6 months ago.
Oh, it sucks.
Pretty sad, really. She had brain cancer. She had 3 big operations, and it caught up with her.
Stan won't play them live. What won't Stan play live, Ellery?
Oh my God, who's this? Laura McGoldrick.
It's the alternative commentary guys. Oh, it's okay. They're doing a game of two halves.
I don't really watch that.
Come from watching Six Nations games. Forgot how
Yeah,
sleepy
I
these
see a
Super
dog
Rugby
pulling
games
a
are.
woman out. That's funny. That's funny, right?
You like that ad?
I like that ad. You know, a bit of warped sense of humour. That's funny.
Just no children selling cars.
No, come on, man. Children selling cars.
Yeah. You can't really compare Six Nations games with
Like,
Super Rugby games because that's like comparing
Kids in the
like,
McDonald ad. Well,
URC
that
games
ad
is
I
the
don't like
equivalent,
because they're pushing the kids out. And then they have in the McDonald's, they should make it a bit longer where they put the kids in and then get the guy at the door.
You should have been in advertising. Should have been in marketing.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
But yeah, Test Rugby is always a cut above, I think. Atmosphere-wise, the top 14 seems to be the one that does it the best at club level. Their crowds seem bonkers.
You go into the Super Rugby betting game?
On the TAB or like the predictions games?
on the TAB.
Not usually, every now and again.
Roger, 2 of us are shit. Warriors, man.
There you go. Michael's loving it. Super Rugby hero now. Say this through and through. You boys need a big second half. There's been some.
Not over yet, so we're still within reach.
Yeah, heaps of game to go.
It's only going to take a converted try and a penalty.
Yeah, that's it. Scotland are the kind of team that'll drive you insane. They have so much going for them. But they just can't beat the Irish. I know. They can't even really... Like that game at home the other day, they didn't really... I know they lost Russell and Graham, but they didn't even get close.
You know, they're going on about the Pont in the English France game. Well, he didn't play that badly. Everybody was saying, oh, he didn't do this and he didn't do that. Well, there's going to be games like that happen.
France just dropped a lot of ball in that game.
They lost at least 3 tries in the first half.
That's it. Oh,
And,
they won't play them live, Israel and
like
Kieran.
it wasn't like there was only 1 point, so you know when it's that close, you don't really want to get into anybody over it because it was a good game. And England played well because they believed in themselves. You know, the 2 Smiths, Finn Smith and
Marcus. Yeah, they kept fighting.
Tommy Freeman.
Yeah, they played well.
It's going to be interesting to see when George Furbank gets back.
Yeah, it's true.
He's a bit like Hugh Keenan, eh? Very solid, consistent.
Yeah.
You think he's a bit like Keenan?
Oh, I guess so. Probably more of a playmaker. Keenan's probably a bit better under the high ball.
Yeah. Very steady though, eh?
Yeah, reliable. Top 14's hard to pick. Home games are normally close, regardless what's on the table. And that's a good thing about the league, eh? You want that parity where you don't know before the game starts who's going to win. I think.
KFC
ads. They'll fly you on a private jet to a game, I think, if you order on the KFC app. There you go. Just what you need when you watch your rugby. Some KFC. Under Townsend, they are 4 in a row against England, 3 out of 4 against Australia, beating Wales in Wales. They'd be mad to get rid of him. They haven't beaten us. They haven't beaten the Irish under Gregor. How is their record against South Africa? They've lost to Italy last year, but they usually beat them. They've probably had a better record than most against France under Galtier, to be fair. They've beaten France in France, which not many teams have done. Crusaders look tired, but the Canes put in more effort at the front end of the game. Red and black to run them down, says Michael. Yeah, we'll see.
Not a bad crowd.
Yeah, for game one.
It's back on, Dawn.
She's reading a bedtime story.
Okay, that's okay.
Blues are my favourite team. Struggle to go to the game due to disabilities. My family make fun of me. However, have been to rugby games at Eden Park. Would like to go to more. Love the Blues. Oh yeah, if you can get to the games, Grace, of course.
We got a record on the line this year with the Box Eden Park.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's a big Eden Park game as well. To be honest, I should go to more games as well. And I don't have a disability to talk about either, so I should just go to more games, full stop. Someone made a hilarious meme of Marcus and Finn. Oh yeah, the Mr. and Mrs. Smith movie. I think I saw that on Reddit. They don't have the players Ireland and New Zealand have. You can't make Philly out of Chuck.
Look out, look out.
Yeah, but they still should probably be winning some games, right? If the team with just the best players won every game, then I'm pretty sure, in all, I don't want to sound like an arrogant prick, but New Zealand probably should have won more World Cups than they did. We were the favourites going into a ton of them and didn't win any between 87 and 2011. Willem, man, how's it going? Willem's just popping in to say a quick hi to Gazza. Willem, saying hello, Gazza.
Oh, g'day, Philip.
Willem.
How's it going?
It's difficult pronunciation, Willem.
Another Peter Lee. It's all right. You're reading a story.
Yep, we had some stories.
Kane's turning down 3 again, indeed. Got a decent lead. So is the G-man in the shower. Okay.
Yes.
I think they're about as good as that team can get. Whoa. Could Scotland get some more out of that current generation? I feel like yes. Oh, the Canes have lost a line out.
Oh dear.
They opted for touch and they've lost it.
It's a lie now.
That's where they stand in a line and somebody throws.
I really didn't get his kick charge down.
You'll see another one in a second, baby.
You watch it. This is the line out here.
You watch, they're all going to line up
All line up.
and someone's going to throw it in down the middle and then the guys are going to try and catch it. That's how
See
they...
the colour of the guy, the shirt, the man's wearing.
It's going to be the black player throwing it in, his black jersey.
So the black jersey
And then his
wants to
team
try
won
and
it.
catch it.
See?
Oh. Blackadder's hurt.
Oh no!
He ran into the Duplessis.
He's hurt his hand.
Bloody hell, he's asking to be subbed already, isn't he?
What does sub mean?
Sub means
Like taken off.
so somebody else.
Don't often talk about my disabilities, but sometimes I feel like it holds me back from doing or watching what I love. I have a Blues jersey and scarf and went to the World Cup and won Blues game. Yeah, understandable, Grace. It's not the kind of thing
Maybe he's
that you necessarily want to be
Do you think so?
talking about all the time, I guess. I don't know. But
always
the
gets
fact that you've been to a couple of games is cracking.
right. Remember that time when I couldn't finish the ice cream?
Mm-hmm.
I hope they make it kind of as easy as possible. to get in. I know there are some seats around the stadium which are kind of like allocated for like things like wheelchairs and stuff, but I don't know what the accessibility of the venue is like. It's old ground, but yeah, the fact that you've been to a World Cup game, Blues game, it's good stuff. Stephen says, Super Rugby is back. Great time of the year with Six Nations Super Rugby SAURC. Exactly, man. It's a good time to be a fan. Rugby on in both hemispheres. Well, I guess rugby's always on in both hemispheres with the URC. But in this part of the world as well. Just watch out for that cord when you go past, baby. Thank you. Hey, Jules. How's it going? Excited to watch the first watch along of 2025. Was looking like a long season for the Crusaders. Can't watch after work. How do they look, Jules? They look... I mean, they look all right. But the Canes have probably looked a bit better on attack. But that being said, the Crusaders have probably made more tackles. The Canes have been cut to bits a couple of times. Christian says, beautiful family, mate. Nice to see you and the fam. Regards all the way from South Africa. Thank you, man. It's good for us to catch up and watch some rugby.
Absolutely.
What better way for family bonding than to have a meal and then watch some rugby? Clock still says 42 minutes. The one on my screen, yeah, it's just clicked over to 44. It's usually about a minute behind, I think. My game clock says 45:50 for anybody who's watching. Will Jordan's just passed it out to Fiaki on the wing. He's in touch and he's lost it.
It was close.
Fiaki got smoked. You are not wrong. Man, the Holo smashed him.
He did.
Are you painting me? How dare you?
Painting zebra.
I've got a zebra on there from the Investec thing. Maybe they can go by the Highlanders after, I believe, Dunedin is the shortened down version of Dunedin, as Scottish as it gets in New Zealand. Oh, Dunedin definitely has a very strong Scottish connection.
Definitely does.
I mean, the fact that the team is called the Highlanders tells you about that. They've got a castle down there called Larnach Castle.
We've been to it.
We have been to Larnach Castle. We went there together.
We did. Yes. Beautiful.
Bye-bye, baby. Enjoy your shower.
See ya.
Good to have some Super Rugby back. I agree. These guys look pretty warm, to be honest, but it is the tail end of summer. How many Blues jerseys do you have, says Grace? This has been easy for me to get. It has been easy for me to get into the venues. The hardest part is the cheering and the noises. I have a cousin who plays for the Northern Taniwhas. Yeah, well, I'm glad that the cheering is at a level that it's not dead quiet. But, yeah, I've got 4 Blues jerseys. My man Mark gave me a really old retro one from like the 90s, one of the big thick cotton ones. Then I've got 2 from around about the same era, this and a darker blue one. And then I got one from, must be 4 years ago now. I didn't get the winning year jersey. Off to the Force Moana game tomorrow, due to be 34 degrees at kickoff, says Jules.
Oh,
goodness
my
me. Here we go.
Oh,
It's that prick Sevu Reece who scores. I can't get behind that because he is a bit of a dick. I defended him as well after his first conviction. I was like, because apparently he did all these good steps to like straighten out his life.
That's right.
Went to counselling and all this stuff. And I was like,
give it.
In this day and age, we don't have any redemption for people. We just want to, judge them. And then he did it again. It's like, oh.
You get a chance.
You get your one chance
Your
at
one
redemption.
chance.
Fool me once. Shame on you. How's that work?
Something like that. Fool me twice, shame on me. Something like that.
Looking at
Yeah.
it.
They're looking at it. Yeah.
One if he was in touch.
Yeah. No, I think once you've had one chance
Yeah.
in that sort of thing,
Yeah.
you don't do it again.
Is there a knock on? Oh no, there's a David O'Reilly knock on in the build up.
It was a long time.
It's going to be chalked off.
Yeah. Good.
Whatever you do, I want to see a live stream where it's you, Mrs. 2 Cents, and the two little ones. Capiche? I don't think my wife is going to get on camera somehow.
She won't.
She's not keen.
No.
Not keen. Only Gazamania likes the spotlight. Mrs. 2 Cents is not as keen.
She's not all that keen on rugby either, is she?
This is true. She'll watch the HUR.
Yes.
That's about it.
She's done alright there at Crusaders first 5 today. Surprised they haven't gone to their bench. Yeah.
It's pretty rough. It kind of looks like it's just... I don't know. In real time, I don't think you'd chalk that one off. Anyway.
Quite glad they did though.
Harvey's in my fantasy team, so I'm calling it a non-knock on. I'm calling him hard done by.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm putting the mockers on all the Crusaders guys in my fantasy team,
You
apparently.
are. You had Roy Guard though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's doing alright.
She's not even on 2 Cents on tour. No, she's not. No. She's conspicuous in her absence.
Oh, what are you doing, Will?
Well, these Blackadder's
Blackadder's
on the
back.
field.
He might have just dislocated.
Yeah, they might
I
have
think
popped
he
it
did
back in
something
for him.
to his finger.
Elleran is a big fan of 2 Cents on tour, but having an Asian wife myself, I'm amazed that you can spend so much time away from the family. Well, when we tend to go back to China, it is a full month or more. Last time was, I think, 5 weeks. I mean, we stay with my in-laws, which keeps costs low. Cost of living in China is remarkably low, so it doesn't cost us a bundle to stay in China. Don't have to pay for a hotel. But would you want to spend all day, every day with your in-laws?
But I think they enjoy Judy and the kids.
Yes, I
too,
think they
don't
quite enjoy me not being there for 8 hours of the day. Then I just come back for dinner and have a few drinks with the old boy and then go to bed.
Yeah.
It's just like I go to work, basically. So, yeah. They don't mind it. I like them and they like me. But I think if we were around each other 24 hours a day, we'd probably like each other a little bit less.
Yeah.
That's probably the most diplomatic way I can put it. I genuinely do get on with both of them, though. Come on, Will. Oh,
They love spending the time with the kids too, don't they?
they do. Can I still speak Chinese? Yeah. My other channel, 2 Cents on Tour, is basically just made to show off that I can speak Chinese.
But you speak Chinese to the kids, so they
They can pick it up, yeah. I try to use it as much as I can. I speak to some of my neighbours along the street who are Chinese if they can't speak English. It's good practice for me. It's like a tool or whatever that needs to be sharp, right? If you don't keep up with it, you lose it.
You got to keep doing it.
Why is there no Tongan Super Rugby team? Also, what do you think of Gatland leaving Wales this week, says Nathan. The Tongan thing is kind of encapsulated in Moana Pacifica. They're supposed to represent Tonga, Samoa, and I guess to a lesser degree Fiji, but Fiji's got the Drua, so they've kind of already got their own thing. Yeah, Tonga's much more into the league, I think.
There's his name, Taha Kamara.
Yeah, the 10. He's alright, eh? Aileron always gets roped in. What you need to tell your missus is that you're starting a YouTube channel, and that it might make some money one day, and then maybe you'll get out of it. What was your neighbor's reaction when you first spoke Chinese to them? Their face is usually one of shock and awe. People don't expect it. That's the reaction I like to get. But it's usually the old folks that I get to talk to the most here in New Zealand, because the young ones can usually speak English. But some of the oldies who've come out here to retire or whatever with their kids don't speak any English, so... Oh, there it goes. Crusaders are pushing for a try to bring it back to a score. You do the history and culture, and it's interesting. I'm glad, Glenn. It's only a small channel, 2 cents on tour, but I do think there's some interesting videos out there.
Oh, we think it's interesting too. We like all the history. I mean, I'm your mother,
You're
so I've
probably
gotta say
biased.
that, but I do enjoy it.
If it was crap, you'd probably tell me.
I would tell you.
You'd tell me, yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Being on camera seems like an acquired taste or something, Hanjo. There is definitely a different feeling from being in front of a camera next to a whiteboard in my room in my house to walking around through crowds of people holding up a camera pointed at my face. That is it's a different feeling. You feel like an absolute knobhead doing the latter in particular.
Oh, I dropped it.
I get impressed with all the history that you know. And I guess you've researched.
I definitely do research before I go to a place,
but it's just interesting that you can remember it all.
I get criticised. Every now and again, some Chinese viewer will watch it and be like, "You got the history wrong. That wasn't how it happened." And I'm like, "Oh, goddamn. Sorry. I'm not a historian. I just like talking about it."
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a second.
Oh, the try.
Oh, no.
What a try.
That was a good, the second one for
Carl
Preston.
Preston. My gosh.
The hooker's got 2 for Hurricanes, and he's got 2 for the Crusaders.
I didn't even know this guy's name going into this game. Carl Preston.
You know it now.
He's got 2 tries in his career, and he scored them both tonight. Dink over the top.
The bounce of the ball.
Sevier Reese is the man who puts the kick over the top, and Preston, around 4 Hurricanes players, is the first guy to get to it. Oh my gosh.
It was a lucky one, but he got it.
How do you say Happy New Year in Chinese? You say Xin Nian, which means New Year. Kuai Le, which means happy.
22-21.
Xin Nian Kuai Le. Happy New Year. I remember a video where Mark Zuckerberg was in a conference in Beijing. He was speaking Mandarin. His Mandarin, as a guy who speaks a bit of Mandarin, his Mandarin kind of sucks. But his business skills are a little bit better than mine, so we're at 50-50, I guess. Me and Mark Zuckerberg, we're both Marks. But I guess he's more focused on his business. But yeah, good effort for him. It's he's certainly spoken Mandarin to a lot bigger audience than I have. That's a hell of a lot of pressure. Oh, it's a 1-point ball game. It's not a bad way to start the season. It's a proper ding-dong battle, this one. Oh, what happened there? Someone's going to get pinged for... Oh, is it Roy Guard? All my players are doing
No, he ran into
trash.
him. Jay Harkey ran into him. Obstruction. Wow. Yeah.
They're harsher on that. They're a lot stricter
A
on
big
that
winger against a little halfback.
at the minute. They're a lot... They're focusing on this.
Yeah,
They'll show it
McBeery.
again, yeah.
We can watch it for yourself.
Oh, we half-step. We half-step.
Back.
That's all it takes.
Jay Harkey full over his own shadow.
It's a
Yeah.
bit harsh, eh?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
a bit
well.
harsh.
They're policing that really strictly this year.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Nick?
Was
What
it-
are you
it was-
doing?
the
I
throat-
know,
the
I
throat
know,
was-
I saw it.
Was crooked. Crooked as anything.
A bye for the Reds this week, so we just have to wait another week, Ian. Indeed, that's the problem with having an odd number of teams. Every week someone's going to be on the bye. Oh, more handbags. Here we go.
Dear, dear, dear.
Goodness gracious. It's all on. Rugard can go for the ball, but he can't take a step just to obstruct, I guess. They're really strict on it. Really strict.
Well, I think Nick's going to have to start giving a few yellows if these guys are going to start throwing handbags in the first game. And the second time in the game, I think someone might need a yellow from each side. Let's bring it down to 14.
Give them a talking to, you reckon, Gazza? They're going to ping it. Who was the one doing the lifting? Was it Ethan Blackadder? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here comes James O'Connor.
Ah.
The Reds man's coming on.
He used to play down the road. He used to play rugby league for the Tiaratu Roosters.
Oh, really?
What's that?
Used to play rugby league for the Tiaratu Roosters.
Oh, God, that must have been 100 years ago.
Yeah, more or less.
Long time ago. He's had a long career, that boy. He's had a long career. He's been everywhere. He's another one who's had a bit of trouble, isn't he?
Yeah, he's had an up and down career, but he seems to have
Can he kick
matured in the last few years.
It takes some people longer than others. doesn't
Callum
it?
Harkin. He's the Wellington first five. He's not bad. First game.
Can he kick this?
Good goal, yeah. Good goal kicker, yeah.
Long kick.
The long one, yeah.
Looks
got
like he's
that one.
nailed it. What a hit.
Good
Jeez.
job.
Yeah, he's a good goal kicker.
Good job.
That's a hell of a strike. All right.
Callum Harkin, remember that name, mate?
4-point
He's a good
game.
boy.
My favourite players were all Australian growing up. Quaid, Jock, Beale and Falau. All good players.
Here's O'Connor.
That was a great generation of Aussie backs for sure. That lady just
I'm on TV.
Oh my God. I'm on TV. Yeah, you're right. Go O'Connor. What's your first action as a Crusaders player? It's a wee half break, not bad. Fletcher Newell gets cut down. Slightly slow ball. O'Connor puts a dinking kick through. Karifi, as captain, starts the push and shove. He can't help himself. Well, what can we say? Some captains, Scotty Barrett's another, have a wee knack of getting himself into a little bit of disciplinary trouble. Pie Man. That is a hell of a name. Pie Man. Morning, evening, everyone from Ireland. How's it going? We are watching some Super Rugby. First game of the season. Almost an hour in. And it's a 4-point game. Have you lived in West Auckland most of your life, and do you ever get recognised in public? My mum looks after the kids for a living, and 2 of them have gone to Hong Kong for Chinese New Year.
You're
How
in
many
your 4th year
languages can you
here next
speak?
month, aren't you?
Yeah, I grew up in Central, South Central,
Onehunga.
in Onehunga. That's where these guys still live.
Yep.
And then I moved out
Beautiful
to
Onehunga.
West Auckland, primarily because I couldn't.
Central West. I think they call it Southeast Auckland or some damn thing. It's not actually Central. I don't know what they. Half of them-
If it's a real
half of
estate,
them don't even know what
if
they're
it's a
talking
real
about.
estate ad, you guys are in Central
Central,
Auckland.
that's
If it's a
Yeah.
murder story, you guys are in
In
South
South,
Auckland.
that's
That's the
right.
way that works.
Yep.
I moved up to West Auckland because couldn't afford the prices where you guys are all la-di-da. So, no, I didn't grow up this way. I can only speak Mandarin as my other language. I can't speak anything else. You alright?
I blew it.
Oh,
You only blew it, Jelly. That's alright.
She got a blood nose.
yeah.
I have been recognised a few times, but it's not very common. A couple of times a year, maybe. Oosh, I live in Onehunga. Oh, you must be Mr. Moneybags. I can't afford it anymore. Just like these guys. Moneybags. Onehunga's nice.
Onehunga's-
Although, didn't you say it was like it had a bad reputation when you guys bought there back
When
in the
we
day?
bought there, yes, back in the day, it wasn't the place to be.
Hmm.
But we've been there, what, 40-something years?
40 years.
40.
44 years in Selwyn Street.
So
Morning
we've
from-
been only 47 years we've been in Onehunga.
That's a wee while. You must be used to it by now.
Oh, it's lovely. We love
My
Onehunga.
little piranha fish. Morning from Wales. Slept through my alarms only now just turning in. Good back and forth. Yeah, no, it's... I mean, there's been a few missed tackles, but some hella good breaks. I think it's been a worthy watch for our opening game of the season. Someone just asked how my fantasy team is going. I'm going to have a look, but seeing as Scotty Barrett got yellow carded within the first bloody 3 minutes, probably not that well. Does it even update the points? I'm on 161 points. Roygaard's on
It's
39.
no try.
No.
He's going to TMO that one. Jordan's
Yeah.
on 39. Roygaard's on 39.
No, it's
Havili's
knock
on 19.
Knock on.
Braden Yosse's only on 14. Scotty Barrett's on 19.
He's got a check. With
None of them are doing very well.
Forward pass, yes. a
Forward pass.
I grew up in Mangere Bridge. Even Mangere Bridge is a bit fancy these days.
See you later, Garrett.
He's had a bit of a blood nose.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aye.
gorgeous.
You can't give that. Forward pass.
Yeah, it's forward by a mile.
Yeah, by a mile, yeah.
But will they rule that it's backwards out of the hands?
They've already said it's no try.
Okay. You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Reese is blazing down the wing, chucks it over his head for Preston to get his potential
forward
third
pass.
try. But it does look to travel forwards. Have the kids picked up much Mandarin from their trips to China? We try to use it at home, kind of unsuccessfully. But they get by in China. I wouldn't say they're the most confident. My son's a lot more confident than my daughter.
They talk to their.
But they talk to my wife's parents in Mandarin.
Yeah.
So they can get by. My Chinese is probably better than theirs though. But they've probably got slightly nicer accents, particularly my daughter. Grace is West Auckland born and raised. You're a proper Westie. I'm only a fake Westie.
The Wild West.
Yeah. Crusaders fan since 1970. Born in Takapuna. How'd you end up as a Crusaders fan born in Takapuna? That doesn't compute.
It does not.
Yeah, these days it's gentrified as. Yeah, well, even my brother's wife's brother. He lives in Mary Bridge.
And he does.
He's from a well-to-do
No,
family.
gorgeous. You have a big sleep. Night night.
Good night.
Good night, baby. You have a good sleep. I love you.
And you too.
Jaffa Chat, that's right. All different parts of Auckland. Oh, Crusaders, if they score here, it's on.
They should score here.
They should. The Crusaders are right on the goal line of the Hurricanes. Oh, it's an intercept!
Go, go!
Oh, that's a try saver right
yeah,
there.
it certainly was.
Bloody hell, that was risk reward. I never grew up but live in Christchurch, Mr. Man. So I assume you're a Crusaders fan? Used to rent a place in Mairangi Bay. Was that expensive?
It would have been.
Imagine not being from Auckland. I almost feel guilty when I tell people I'm from Auckland when I'm in other parts of New Zealand. Like I'm going to get judged. I had that when I was in China and I met New Zealanders. And they'd be like, where are you from? And I'd be like, Auckland. And they would just visibly like be disappointed.
Yeah. I think, I don't know, you guys, maybe I'm a bit old school, but, people say, well, did you live in West Auckland, South Auckland, East Auckland? I think it's a bit, I think people make a bigger deal than what it actually should be. For the simple reason, because what it was like for you and Anihanga when you were there, it's, and I know you went to China for 7 years, but it's all changed. It changes in eras. Every 10 years it changes at least.
It does. Things change all the time.
There goes Reese. It's try time. This has been coming.
It has.
That last.
Put it down, you Wally. God, he annoys me.
That last Crusaders.
You hate him, don't you?
Oh, he annoys me. Yeah.
This time they get it. It was coming.
He's had a good game, actually.
He's just.
Even though you don't like him, he's had a good game.
He's annoying.
I don't know why, but I always give my heart to the wrong guys. The Crusaders are killing me here. Yeah, Will Jordan. Line break. Quick wide ball. Nice hands, Jordan again. O'Connor with the assist. Reese finishes it off under the posts.
I don't know what they let him run for under the posts.
They hate us because they ain't us. That might be one way to look at it.
Well, they do really need to win this game, the Crusaders, because after last season,
Jock is looking good. He does. Crusaders fans in the chat are pretty happy right now.
It's the first time they've been in the league, isn't it?
Sure is. Maybe O'Connor gets a start next week. Who knows? He's only been on a few minutes, but he's looked good.
When he was running around the post, somebody should have really had a go at him.
They should have.
Instead of letting him run. It's still close.
Yeah, still very much on. 3 points in it. 13 minutes to go. Pity he didn't get smashed while he was prancing around the goals, his Hundra.
Exactly.
Mum would have loved that.
They should have, would have.
It would have made her day.
Yes.
Right, Canes need to find something here.
They do.
Remember, they started this game on fire. They were 14-0 up. Put that in your pipe, Canes fans. There you go. Roygaard's still on. I wonder how many minutes he's going to play. Oh, it's a bit of a nothing kick.
It.
They've retained the ball though, but it was
Amazing
fortuitous.
how they did that.
Lucky, It's going back.
When these guys put the kick through and it doesn't work, you look like a dick. If it comes off, you look like a hero.
That's right.
It's 0 to 0. There's no in between, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been not a bad game for a first game, Mark.
No, I think it's actually been
Been
alright.
pretty good.
It's been alright. Crowd's decent. Weather's good. But there's been some good attacking rugby. Some good tries. Some unlikely try scorers, like the usual second choice Canes hooker to get a double. And the first two tries of this reserve Crusaders halfback to get a double. Don't think anybody picked that. Ooh.
Got a fine touch, buddy.
Miles away from it again. Let Will Jordan run back at you. Oh, here he goes. Havili bumps off Naholo. Oh, he's lost at forward again, is he? No, they're saying it's backwards. Yeah, oh yeah,
Proctor's trying to run through.
Proctor's not playing this one, he's injured. Pretty exciting for the first game of the year, Lumi. I agree. Sometimes first game of the year, you're like, it's like they look rusty as, and they've certainly not been perfect, but it's been entertaining. James O'Connor getting there to the rucks. Look at him go. You feel like the Crusaders have got the momentum at the moment, eh?
They seem to, don't they?
Will Jordan's involved into bloody everything. Look at him go. Out to Reese, Fihaki. And they're in touch.
Yeah, they seem to have the momentum now because I don't think Hurricanes haven't scored in the second half, have they, apart from the penalty?
Keep leaving Sevu the space, yeah, and he's taking it, eh? How many debutants are in this game, Grace? I'm not actually sure. How many players are making their Super Rugby debut in this game?
Who's that?
How many?
How many? Or
I
which?
don't know.
There'll be a handful?
I don't count it, but there's a few.
Yeah, Jordan is getting involved
There's a
into
few.
everything as playmaker.
There's a few for both teams. Oh, what's he checking?
No, he's just saying there was a knock on. Can O'Connor still play for the Wallabies? They would have to ghetto law him, I think.
He's not going to play for the Wallabies.
He's getting on a bit, isn't he? He's in his
Yeah.
30s.
Yeah, he's good for this level.
What is he,
Yeah.
33?
33, 34, I think they said.
Let's have a look.
Is he still good enough to... Well, he probably is, but there's some
34.
good young guys in Australia. I wouldn't be putting him in the Wallabies unless they had a pile of injuries. He's certainly got the experience and he's certainly a good player.
Some great skills, as Michael, by great players on both sides. Great opening game of the season. Hopefully the next game's not a stinker. The Waratahs and the Highlanders.
Well,
Hopefully-
the Waratahs should win, but, you know,
Hopefully it's two cracking games.
find out with Dan McCullough.
David Havili always looks like someone's alcoholic uncle. That's a thing. Uncle Dave. Oh, Crusaders have got advantage.
Oh dear.
What do they do here if they go back for the penalty? Do they take a shot or just go for the...
Oh, what are you doing out really?
Wasn't too
That's
far
no try.
away.
It's no try.
With advantage, Havili put the up and under through for Will Jordan and Reese to chase. He wasn't too far off. Has David Havili ever played for the All Blacks? Yeah, probably a few too many times, to be honest.
Nah, he might be in the squad. We all know that Robertson loves him. You know, these guys finished bottom of the New Zealand teams last year and they still got more guys in the All Blacks than anyone else, even the Blues and the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's right. It's crazy.
Havili's solid. Right. Crusaders have opted for touch. They're going to go for the line out. If they score and convert
This
it,
game is over.
if they convert it, it's probably over. Oh, it's even. No, it's 8 with 3 points difference, isn't it? If they score, it's probably over, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it'll be 8 points. Hurricanes defense needs to hold on here. Don't dish Havili. So I got to dish Havili.
Barrett.
He's solid, but probably not spectacular enough to be an All Black. Or at least not as many.
He's played
caps as
30
he got.
tests.
Yeah, it's probably a few too many. Bit harsh, but true. $80 watching and only 39 likes. Ian, thank you for the reminder. I never remember to do that kind of stuff. It's usually Junaid who does that, but he doesn't seem to be here today. If you want to give us a like, it'd be much appreciated. The Crusaders are just burrowing away on that Hurricanes line. They've got advantage, so they'll get a chance to go again no matter what happens here. They might as well spin it. Here we go. Oh, the halfback gets his hat trick. Oh my goodness.
This game is over.
That's over. Holy cow.
This game is over. Kyle Preston, 3 tries on his debut. Well, he's come to the party. And he's tough. He's had a good game.
He has.
It's a try. Well, I think the Hurricanes will be a bit disappointed with this game because they had it in the first half, and the second half they've let themselves down.
Somebody at halftime in the chat said Hurricanes start hard, but they're going to get run down.
Yeah, they were right.
Whoever that was, you called it.
Yep.
Sorry, I forget who it was. And
Nah,
O'Connor's kick goes wide. But it's
I need it.
8 points.
They need to get a bonus point.
8 points with 4 minutes to go.
They need a bonus point.
Mark says it's not over. It's sure not over. You can certainly score 2 tries or get 2 scores.
They won't get 2. They might get 1.
In 4 minutes.
Even if they get a penalty or a drop goal, they'll get a bonus point. They need a bonus point. I think they've been outplayed on the forwards.
Oh!
Now they go for the kick. You've got...
Quickly take the kick, maybe?
Yep,
and then
take
you've got
the kick.
time to chase the try? But whatever you do it fast, Hurricanes. Don't. What are you walking?
Yeah.
Muck around. Hurry
They want
up.
the bonus point.
Get the tee on. Okay. This is still game on. The Crusaders just needed a clean exit. And they conceded a friggin' penalty.
I think the Crusaders have deserved it the second half, eh?
Oh, they've certainly played better.
They've got the tries.
Yeah.
Surprised to see Inari at the Canes. Yeah, I guess they lost.
Watch
Judd.
this young guy. He's good.
They lost
He's out of the Wellington NPC squad. He should kick this. He's a good kicker.
Judd and Perinara, so I guess they wanted a bit of experience. So he got it. He has
no.
shanked it. Oh no.
Oh,
That was the kick you needed to get.
he's only young. Jeez, he's kicking those last year like they were never there.
Well, they're still down that end.
You're doing the commentator's curse on him, are you, Gazza?
Yes.
3 minutes. What can the Canes do?
They need something badly.
They do. The boy guards off.
Cahill's on for the Crusaders, a player to watch, in my opinion. Keep an eye on it. Oh, loose ball. 2.5 minutes. It doesn't look like the Canes are going to
not
be able to
looking
pull
like
this
it,
one
is it?
out of the fire. They're going backwards. They're back behind their own halfway line.
Yeah, it's not looking likely.
They need a game breaker.
Is the Havili the Crusaders
They need a
captain
game
for this
breaker.
game or the whole season? I believe he is the captain for the season. The Canes have got like 4 captains, so that's kind of a tough one. This is pre-season coming through. Tackle, tackle, tackle.
They need a break.
A minute. They've knocked it on. I think that's it. That's game.
Yeah.
There will be a scrum, which will take a minute. And then that won't leave enough time for the Crusaders to concede twice.
I'm missing their All Blacks.
They needed that kick.
Very good.
Suppose you're not doing any watch-alongs for the Six Nations games. The last one, France, Scotland, is the only one that suits your time zone. Yeah, I might be able to do one for that. I do find it rough to do them at kind of 3 or 5 in the morning, I'll be honest.
Bring back Artie Sevilla for the Hurricanes.
Yeah. This game's kind of got a mouth going.
This game's well and truly over.
You just put it in. There's not been many scrums in this game, is there?
No.
Here we go. 40 seconds to go. Crusaders can just quite happily run the clock down. But it's been a good comeback.
It has.
14-0.
Yep.
The Crusaders were down, and then they win at 33-25 if the score stays as it is for the next 30 seconds.
I'll be pretty disappointed with Ross Clark Laidlaw.
Yeah.
Because I think they've let themselves down in this game.
They won't be happy with the second half, but good
Not
for the
at all.
Crusaders. They needed a good home start to the season, eh? Boo-ha. I was hoping the Canes were going to get the wins, as Glenn. Could you give us a heads up when you do the watch-alongs? We'll be happy to join all the watch-alongs.
It's full
All
time.
right. I'll try to set them up early. I will try to set them up early so they appear in people's feeds. I set this one up, I think, yesterday? Last
It's a
night.
pretty
I
convincing
set it up
display
pretty
on the
late.
finish.
Yes. Yeah.
Good result, Crusaders. Good start to the season.
Anybody win?
The Crusaders won.
Crusaders won.
They were losing and then they scored and then they won.
Who are we cheering for?
We were cheering for the Hurricanes. Bah.
Oh.
It doesn't matter though. It was not the Blues. The Blues are playing tomorrow.
Yes.
That's the most
It's the
important
main
one.
game.
Right, we better make tricks.
All right, team.
You better
I'm not
See you
going to
later,
do a
team.
watch along for the next one. I don't think. I am gonna get these kids to bed and see these guys off and potter around the house. But yes, hope you guys are all good. Crusaders have won at 33-25. Comeback win. Good start to the Super Rugby season, I think. Thank you two for coming
It was lovely. We enjoyed
and
coming.
for doing the live stream.
A lot of fun.
It's been good to hang out for a couple of hours, and
Yes.
yeah, I'll see you guys again for another one, hopefully soon.
As a mania says goodbye.
See you, folks.
Bye, everybody.